Hey, check out my new phone, Peony.
What's wrong with that phone? It's bent.
What? Hi folks, I'm on Android.com where we get on Android every day. I've got some great news for you guys. I've got the world's first Qualcomm Snapdragon 810 processor equipped LG Flex 2. Let's go unbox this baby. Let's go do this baby. Alright guys, this is the LG Flex 2, which I took a first look over in CES 2015. It's a pretty cool phone, and I think it's actually the world's first Qualcomm Snapdragon 810, or at least from one of the major manufacturers. And this one I ordered on eBay. This is a Korean version. Now, if you order the Korean version, the HSPA is probably not gonna. You'll only get HSPA. Anyway, let me go ahead and unbox this bad boy. The 4GLT will not work here, but I got it so I can give you a quick look first. And this is the Korean version. It's practically the same, except this one supports DMB-TV, which is only supported in Korea. And let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy. And this is a real LG Flex 2 Qualcomm Snapdragon there. And let's go ahead and unbox it. Very exciting day. So inside the box, you'll find LG Flex 2. It is a very curvy phone, obviously. And inside the box comes with a charger, travel charger here. And let me see what it says here real quick. Look here, it is 5 volts, 1.8 amps, or 9 volts at 1.67 amps. So it does support quick charging, sort of like the Note 4. So you should be able to charge your phone up to about 50% in about 30 minutes. I think it's actually the same specs. Based on the specs of the adapter, it should charge about the same as the Note 4. And here is a set of earbuds, nicely rounded earbuds. Pretty nice stuff. And it's got a microphone there. It's got a rope type thing there, which I really like. And also it's got volume buttons and some control buttons there. Other than that, it comes with a micro USB cable, nothing else in the box. And I ordered the red because I really like the red. Let's go ahead and take a closer look here. All right, guys, so this is the LG Flex 2. Of course, you got the curved display there. It curves vertically. And it's picking up a lot of moisture. Every time I get a new phone, it's just happening, but that's just the temperature here, very humid. Where I live, it's near the ocean. That's why I get a lot of moisture coming off my hands, I think, in general. And does it have a removable battery? Yes, it does. Boom shakalaka. And does it have a removable battery? It seems like it's not actually removable. So you'll have to unscrew it to actually get to the battery. That's sort of disappointing. But you do have SIM card and micro SD slot there. And let's actually go ahead and insert one of my SIM cards. All right, I'm going to go ahead and insert my T-Mobile micro SIM here. And let's go ahead and power up this bad boy. And it is powering on. And let me give you a size comparison between the LG G3 and the LG Flex 2. So it is much more curvier. Brother of the much more curvier, sexier brother of the LG G3. And it is actually a little bit taller and a little bit wider. I actually like that. I felt like the G3 was sort of a little bit small compared to my Note 4, Note 3. Now it is a slightly bigger, and you get the nice LG UI, which I actually like because it's actually near stock Android. It's not as skinned as TouchWiz on Samsung phones. All right, let me go ahead and skip through all this. And you can see that I'm getting 3G. I believe that's actually HSPA+, but we'll find out here. Okay, I do highly recommend skipping McAfee. It's a bunch of BS. Don't install any vaccine programs. It's just going to mess up your phone. I've had times where my phone would just reboot just because I had, the software would install antivirus. Koreans are kind of crazy about it. That's why it comes with the Korean version, but it probably doesn't come with the regular international version. And this is the LG Flex, folks. and I really dig the flexible screen. I didn't get the first edition because I usually skip the first edition, especially LG last year wasn't really considered a really good Android manufacturer. But after Nexus 4 they made, and I think Nexus 5, they've gotten pretty good at making the software better. And also I like the fact that they're starting to make their own phones. Like this phone in particular looks really cool because of the flexible screen. Now this is actually the first time I ever used a flexible screen, and I'm gonna definitely have a full review on it. But there you have the micro USB microphone, a headphone jack, and also the speakers on the back. I would like to actually see it on the bottom, that way you can hear the sound when you put it in your pocket. But I really dig these buttons. I love it on my G3, and it is nearly identical. This one's slightly curvy, so it's even easier to hit it. It's awesome. Just you'll be able to turn on your phone, turn it off, turn on your phone, turn it off. So much easier than having it over here or over here on the top. All right, the LG Flex 2 lock screen, that's the lock screen. And let's actually go take a look at the settings real quick. About phone, let's go into software info here. That will show us that it is running latest Android 5.0.1 Lollipop. Pretty good stuff there. Let's actually go take a look at the network here. I am picking up HSPA plus. It shows as 3G. Again, this is not going to pick up 4G LTE outside Korea because they use different bands. And I'm going to go ahead and take a break here, maybe try it for an hour or two, and see how the flexible screen compares, because this is the first time I've ever used a flexible screen on a smartphone. So let me go ahead and test it out, and I'll be back shortly. Okay guys, I got to play with it about an hour or two, and it's a pretty nice phone, and it is very, very zippy. The Qualcomm Snapdragon 810, it is super fast. You don't see any kind of lag. Now I did an Antutu test, and the scores aren't like much better than the Note 4, but the Antutu was running in 64-bit. Now you do have to remember it has more cores. It doesn't mean it's necessarily faster. It may allow you to run more apps. I'm sort of like compared to a server processor versus a desktop processor. So this is more intended for those of you, who run a ton of apps. Also the Snapdragon 810 is really made for videos, LTE, your Wi-Fi should be faster, and all kinds of stuff like that. So it doesn't necessarily mean, it's slower just because it scores less on the Antutu benchmarks. But the Antutu benchmarks, it did score a lot lower than the Note 4. Not a lot lower, maybe a tad lower. It is running at lower frequency, but at more cores, which means you should be able to run more apps. You should be able to render videos, stuff like that. So I do need some more time to actually further test. But as far as the UI, there's absolutely no lag. It is a very, very fast phone. Now the 1080p screen I actually like because, there's not that many apps that actually support beyond 1080p right now, other than maybe YouTube and watching videos and stuff. So not disappointing at all. I actually kind of like the 1080p. The camera is simply awesome. Also, the Snapdragon 810 is supposed to actually improve your camera performance. I'm not sure if that will be the difference between the LG G3 and this one, but this is one of the best cameras in the world. You just simply point and click. Macro, macro or landscape mode, whatever it is, it's going to take very, very good shots. As far as the resolution, you'll get up to 13 megapixel camera and also UHD 4K. And also there is a slow motion, which is an addition to the LG G3. So the camera has improved a little bit, and also there is HDR auto mode, or on and off. But if you want to take quick shots, make sure HDR is off, and you can take really quick shots, which is one thing I really love about the LG G3. Now I did also did some scratch tests, and I ended up with a bunch of scratches. Now this is really intended for really small minor scratches. It has a self-healing back, but it's not going to work if you actually try to scratch it with the phone. This is a scratch with a lot of force, medium force, a little bit of force, so it doesn't really work that well. It's really for those really minor scratches when you have keys along with your phone in your pocket, which I don't recommend anyways. Never put your keys in the same pocket. Put it on your left and put your phone on the right. All right, this is the Korean version. It obviously comes with DMB TV. If you use your earbuds up here, put your earbuds down here, sorry, then you can use it as an antenna and watch TV in Korea, if you're in Korea. So that feature is sort of useless. Other than that, you know, it is a slightly improved version of the LG G3 minus the resolution, which I actually kind of dig. And also, the sad part about this phone is that the battery is not removable. And I'll have a disassembly video. I'm going to go ahead and disassemble this probably next week. But you should be able to replace the battery pretty easily. Just take the screws out. And most of the LG phones are pretty easily disassemblable. So looking pretty good. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with my purchase right now. This is the world's first Qualcomm Snapdragon 810 based phone. So it's supposedly the fastest phone, but not really. It's not the fastest phone, but it has more cores, so you can actually multitask and do more stuff. And as far as video processing, you know, if you're gonna like convert your video on your phone, which I actually do often, that will have a ton of advantages with the new processor and also Wi-Fi, LTE, all the stuff that 810 brings, you'll have it with this phone. And I really like the double tap to sleep, double tap to wake. This is really convenient, along with the back buttons, makes everything really simple. You have more options to turn off and turn on your phone. Really cool stuff. And don't forget there's an IR blaster on the top, so you can use your phone as remote. Certainly one of the necessities of having the latest smartphone flagship phones. And don't forget to check out my benchmarking video and my 4K test videos, the front-facing camera videos, and the scratch videos. I'll have the links in the description. And thanks for watching this video. That was unboxing of my brand new LG Flex 2. Pretty cool stuff. Definitely check it out. I'll have a full review soon. And also my daughter's birthday, so don't forget to hit that thumbs up for me. And don't forget to share this with your friends on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+, or you can follow me on there. And as always, stay on Android.